right, time for some pterodactyl trouble. This says we're to play this aggressively. Oh dear. There is a repeat sign, so we get to play the first 3 lines again, but we're going to move it up an octave higher, so that's going to make it sound more interesting. And then the last line measures 11 to the end. That represents kind of our final little bit. All right, so let's take a look at what this is all about. We do a lot of things repeated. So firstly, there's going to be a rhythmic pattern that gets repeated over and over again. Let's try to get good at that first. So the left hand is on E, G, B, and the right hand is E, G, B. So look at this. It doesn't get much easier than that, does it? So we're going to keep a nice steady beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and. Can you do that with me? 1 and 2 and. Let's just practice that first part a few times. Counting out loud with me. 1 and 2 and. That's all you need to say. 1 and 2 and. Now let's try to do this 3 more times. 1 and 2 and. It's important you count out loud with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. No, I know we're not playing the whole measure, but that's okay. We just want to get used to that this goes like this. And 3. Now, this is important. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 4 and. So we say 3 and we play after that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Cool, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Not bad, right? 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I love playing that and tapping it. It's a fun little rhythm. Now, why would I keep talking about this rhythm over and over and stick only with the first measure? Well, because once you know this really well, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you can pretty much play probably about 70% of this piece. Now, the next measure has the same rhythm. Okay, so that's good. But we're going to play these 2 black keys with fingers 2 and 4. You see that? We went from this, and now we're adding, ooh, nice interest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Notice the rhythm was the same. I told you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, basically, we alternate between the first pattern and the second, or the first measure and the second measure, back and forth, until about measure 5. Measure 6 will be the next new thing, and I'll show you that after. But let's try measures 1 to 5 together, counting out loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I forgot to say that the measure 5 goes down to a C position. So measure 5 is when we really see the change. Actually, 2 and 3, same rhythm though. Okay, so we're sitting here doing a little bit of this back and forth, and then we go in measure 5 to C. Measure 6, you're going to move next door to D major. Look at that, to a D major chord. In the right hand, get this ready: E, F sharp, and A. My fingering is 1, 2, 4. So we go 1 and 2 and 3, A, just like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Try that with me. Ready? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Your fingers should already be in that position. Now let's do measures 5 and 6 together. So you're going here in the left hand and then here. Can you practice just moving really nice and easy like that next door, making sure your third finger hits the F sharp, gets placed on the F sharp. All right, we're doing this and then we're doing that. Warm up, prime those fingers, and let's begin. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and move over. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and wonderful. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I have to tell you the truth that 7, 8 are pretty much the same as what you did here, only because we play the same notes, right? Similar notes, a little less, but we play them broken, right? As a partial chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Did you see the tie there? 1 and 2 and tie and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... That's really cool sounding, isn't it? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now we repeat the whole thing an octave higher. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Measure 5. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... Now back to forte. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Cool. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Loco. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ooh, quick changes, right? Now instead of just having a simple eighth note and quarter note staccato on the B at the end of the measure, we go 1 and 2 and 3 and we go to that chord right away. I love that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, F, A. And then now we're soft here. 1 and 2, get louder, 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... How fun is that ending? That's really fantastic. Let's try that one more time, starting at 11. Get into your E minor position. Ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and get louder. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Bravo! Good job. Now, you will start working this with a metronome. That's a really great idea. And certainly try getting really familiar with the moving around and what your notes are and your rhythms, and then you can get it going much faster. And that's when it starts sounding really exciting.